Welcome back, everyone. Going to the second half here of Court of Swords. Adam, where do you want to start?
Well, let's see. So Berg and Ramus, you have a moment. I was gonna say alone, but there's an NPC around. I think we fade in on the other tent, which has been kind of cleared out, but used to be Bugfucker's lab slash worm husbandry room, like where he figured out how to make the best bullet worms. But again, it suffered from Hurricane Bugfucker as he like destroyed everything that he loved and cared about. And then all of that stuff has been kind of piled up in one side of the room out of the way. And the rest of the area has been swept. And there are some like cots laying out on the floor. And it's clear that somebody or somebody's like live in this little tent. But it's still very it's very ratty and like it's like not a nice place to rest. But there's no like dangerous stuff here. It's just like a shitty tent. And we see as we fade back in the two of you standing, Little Action is lying on one of the cots, and all you need is a knife is frantically trying to play hostess. So she's like, oh, I think we have some I could use this for a bed. And so she's kind of just moving around in the room, like trying to get set up for the new disciples. Like, oh, I'll find a place for you to rest. So Berg and Ramus, you have this moment while she's kind of in the background doing busy work. Are you talking? Are you just like quiet? What do we see when we fade back in from break?
I think I'm rummaging through all the stuff to see like what knickknacks are over there. I noticed that there's
Right, 'cause
like
you've never
lab
been here
equipment
before,
stuff.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Curious about what gadgets are over here. What if there's any papers or anything? Like what's going on
Yeah,
in the file?
make an Arcana check.
12.
Okay. Yeah, so it's some kind of like alchemist's laboratory, or so it was. There's a lot of broken glass, like rubber tubing. There are scalpels and needles and various like surgical equipment. But it doesn't look like this person was a doctor. This looks like more like tools for vivisection. A lot of like stained, like there's a big stained tabletop. Probably a chalkboard that's been like broken in half with some like scribbles on it. Not a lot of archival material, though we saw where all that is. It's in the other tent. But yeah, with the 12, you can kind of get the impression that this person was like working on biology, working on animals or insects or whatever.
Okay. A lot of fascinating things over here in the corner. Did you clean this room up, or was it like this?
Knife stop. She stops. She looks over. Well, no, it was a mess when we got here. After the stuff I can't remember. So I tidied it up. I just kind of pushed everything over there. Careful, because there's sharp stuff in there.
Yeah. Now you say you can't remember stuff. What do you mean you can't remember?
Well, I got a hole. It happens sometimes. I guess I must have died. Spoon says that we got here and there's some bad stuff I don't need to think about that happened, and now everything's okay.
Oh, just some bad stuff that doesn't matter anymore. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Okay.
Sure is nice not having to worry about all that stuff. I used to worry about everything all the time. I kind of don't worry about anything anymore because, the great green worm is going to awaken and consume us all.
Oh, wow. I guess you probably want to forget about that too.
Well, I figure after the great green worm awakens and consumes us all, I probably won't have anything to worry about or think about or feel, or that's not so bad. In my experience, being alive kind of sucks. So, a little oblivion might do me some good.
Would you say our friend here is having a revelation right now?
And who are you referring to?
The little action who's dead.
Oh yeah, you pointed him. No, let me look. She comes over, rubs her chin, leans over, peels up one of his eyes, shakes him a little bit, stands up. Nah, he's dead.
So if you go all the way dead, you don't have a revelation? Is that how that
We don't
works?
know if he's all the way dead yet. We still got. Kind of like looks up through the hole in the ceiling. Like at least a little while.
I see. Were you and your brother the ones digging that giant spiral out there in the field?
We're helping. It's a sign, a signal to the great worm of our dedication and beneficence, worshipfulness.
Is this great worm green by any chance?
She nods. Of course. Like the sun. Or plants. Or other green stuff.
And
like that guy. And she points at Berg, who is the only other green thing in the room.
Berg's face is literally like.
She leans over to you, Ramus, and she's like, "Is your friend not right?"
He's come back one too many times. He's a little, you know how it is.
You know, she's like, I came back stupid more than once. It's no fun.
Happens.
She turns back to you, Berg, and she says, for some reason, very loudly, "It's gonna be okay. You're fine. We're friends. Nobody will hurt you here. Okay?"
He likes clapping, so if you could clap while saying that, he would really like that.
No. I do not like clapping. Do not yell at me anymore. I am very tired.
Oh,
better.
Okay. And she comes over to you, Berg, and she kind of like just like ushers you over to one of the cots and like pushes to be like, sit down. Like, it's like, you'll feel much better after you have a nap. Lie down and close your eyes.
Please go away from me.
Don't
You're gonna
worry.
need your strength, Berg. You're gonna have to finish that spiral. We're gonna need it.
Yeah, and she looks back at you smiling like, yay.
He's big and strong. Maybe a little dumb, but he can push a plow.
She folds her arms over her chest and looks at you, and she's like, that other one with the axe, he looks pretty big and strong too. You're smart traveling with people that are tough like that. You get in trouble a lot?
Yeah, sometimes you just need a little bit of muscle to push back when people start, to get on your tail.
I don't have the nerve for killing. I've done it once or twice, because you have to, but my brother, Spoons, he knows how to do it a good way, fast. Or slow if he wants to make it hurt. Not me, though. But that's why you got to have tough people around to do the hard work that you don't know how to do.
It's true. Does your brother like to kill people a lot?
Yeah, I reckon he does.
Has he ever done it to you, do you think?
No. course not.
Or do you not remember?
I wouldn't do that. I mean, unless I deserved it or had to for some reason. But I can't see why. I mean,
Unless bad things happen that you should forget about?
I don't know anything about that. Listen, you're just some stranger. I don't care how handsome you are. He's my brother. So whatever you're trying to do, you just stop.
Nah, I'm just chatting with you, trying to get to know you, your brother. You always have to ask questions just to make sure people are right because we've come from opportunity and everyone wants to stab you in the back there.
That place is cursed. That's what His Holiness said. That nobody but maggots and filthy, filthy people live there. Just the worst sort of people. We were gonna go there and then we
Clown.
got saved. She nods and she says, "They're getting their just desserts." That's what His Holiness says. All that killing, you could smell the blood in the wind.
Hmm. Yes, definitely. When we were leaving, there was plumes of smoke, and the earth itself the ground itself was erupting.
Hmm.
Are these signs of your great worm?
No, I don't know. I mean, worms live underground, and maybe if a worm was real big and was wriggling around in the mud down there, you might be able to feel it up top.
Hmm.
Yeah, figure it must be.
Interesting. And you're sure this worm is green, right?
Definitely.
Definitely green. Interesting. Green's a very important color here, I've noticed.
Green like the sun, green like plants, green like your friend's face.
Mm-hmm.
Are you asleep, Berg? Like, did you just, I mean, you
He's
just
like
passed
trying
out?
to sleep. Yeah.
Shut up.
Oh, looks like he's trying to take a nap. We should probably be quiet.
Mm-hmm. We could go outside. I could show you the work.
Well, I would love to see it, but I need to rest shortly for a bit as well. A bit. It's been a long journey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just a nap.
You look
It'd
like
be
you got in a pretty bad scrap. Well, and she's like, I didn't finish. See, Berg's, you got my bed, and well, that one's in my brother's, and that's the only beds we got. But if you can find something soft to lay on, or you got a bedroll or something, there's plenty of floor.
What about the beds at the farm?
And so she turns because you've walked into the room all fucking shadowy and mysterious. And she's like, oh, heck, you scared me, lady. No, that's it. There's no more beds. This, you're looking at it.
So there's no farmhouse anymore.
I don't know about anymore. Never was. Just these two tents. There's some old fields out in the swamp that way, all overgrown. I think most of the bugs got out.
I must have been mistaken then. I did not know that
It happens.
This is where His Holiness lives now. I thought he had a house made of wood or stone.
Oh, my brother says His Holiness is mosquito. It's like a monk. He doesn't have stuff, so we should be like him too.
Why do you follow him?
Because he's my brother, dummy.
No, His Holiness.
Ain't nowhere to follow. He pretty much just stays in his tent.
Why do you revere him then?
You revere him. She has no fucking clue what that word means.
Why do you think that His Holiness is so holy?
Well, because he wouldn't be called His Holiness if he wasn't.
Fair.
Duh.
What gives him His holiness?
She looks over you, Ramus, like, yeah, like obviously, like come on, And then she turns back, and you're like mid sentence. She just kind of like looks at you like, I'm sure I was paying attention to whatever you just said.
What gives him His holiness?
The worm?
Does he talk to the worm?
Listen, you're gonna want to talk to my brother about all this. He's the one with all the answers. And then you hear a voice from the tent's entrance. And Spoons is standing there holding the rifle, and he says, all right now, sister, why don't we leave these folks to get some rest? They look like they've had a hard day on the road. Why don't you and I go back outside? And she nods, and she's like, I'm sorry, I've been standing here chewing your ear off. So enjoy the floor. Sorry, bye.
I should like to chat to you. I should like to chat to you both later, if that would be all right.
And he looks at you suspiciously, and he says, there's been enough talk for today. We got to get back to work. Maybe later.
That's all I ask. Thank you for all of this.
So Maharib and Amira, you were outside of the tent when you see or you watch Spoons give up on guard duty. He's just like, people are just gonna fucking come and go however they please, and I can't fucking shoot all of them at once. So like, fine, just do whatever you want, I guess.
Yeah.
And he abandons it and he walks on over to the other tent, leaving you and Amira by yourself. You come out.
Okay. If can I like, is it understood that there's no, like, we have to make our own beds? Is that understood at this point? Like, we have shelter, but it's
yeah.
Okay. Then I think I'd probably start a fire in the center of the two tents, and between the two tents and start making camp. I don't say anything to Amira. I just kind of start making camp.
Yeah. She just like wordlessly helps. She doesn't say anything, but she notices you start doing things, so she starts helping out.
Yeah.
Are you making the fire inside of the tent or not? I'm guessing
I think this is out in the sort of courtyard between the
tents.
tents.
Yeah, it's on the courtyard between the tents and everything.
Okay.
Now, without magic,
if you want to have a minute to talk to
without
Amira,
magic, the fire won't. It'll just create light, not heat. Right.
That I was gonna say that. That's like what I would say.
You need
like,
Ramus for that.
What's the reason to build fire? Like, we can't cook with it.
Yeah, I think I'd do that. I get all the way, I make the fire and realize it's not hot, so I go and like find Ramus or find the group.
Yeah.
So I walk inside the tent unless you guys did something. And Ramus, I need the fire started. If you can help out. I mean, I carried you and you were awake, so you owe me that at least.
All right, I will light a fire for you if you need me to. Least I can do.
Yeah, I just turn around and walk out of the tent. I'm not going to bother saying thank you or anything.
Rude.
My magic fire burns, doesn't it? Or does it? Like fire?
Yeah. No, yours doesn't. It does in the sense that it can cause damage and stuff, but it's not like heat. It's damaging because I don't want to be like, if you cast fire spells, they don't do anything. But like, yeah, it's not fire in the traditional sense. It's like soul burning fire. Okay. All right. You don't make any effort to hide it, Ramus? You just like go out and are like, check it out, a real fire.
Yeah, I go out there and cast Sacred Flame on it to light the branches.
Yeah, fine. Okay. So yeah, there's a little pile of like burning stuff in the room, and I think we see overhead, we watch as you're building camp and doing all this, the eye of the moon pass over the sun, and then you finish your camp, or whatever, and everybody's like gathered around the fire, just kind of hanging out, staying warm, and the two twins have gone off to like do some work somewhere, to like shovel muck from one pile to another, and the four of you are just like sitting around resting.
Yeah. I mean, Amira's here too, so 5 of us, right?
Yeah, that's right, 5 of us there. Yeah.
I think I know where the vein will be.
Is that so?
Yes. Your little friend here's gone crazy, hasn't he?
From what I can
Inside
tell.
that tent's not by a sane man.
He wants to lose everything, but refuses. He thinks he wants to lose everything. Because if you do actually give up everything to the void, you don't come back. He's died over and over and over again, but there's something keeping him here. Something he refuses to lose.
I don't believe that's our concern, but yes, I agree with everything that was stated.
I think the spiral he's marking, his memories have gotten confused and muddled. He's talking about prophecies of a great worm, a great green worm. The veins have all been bright green. And this vein is going to be a massive one, as was prophesized. I think the vein is the worm, and it will spawn and be deadly to this realm when it does.
I was thinking the same thing. The veins that snake through our land like a serpent.
Yes, I don't know if the spiral has any real significance, but if for some reason it helps guide or mark it, I think we should finish the spiral for him.
Fair enough. We can start tomorrow.
Well, you remember what happened in the city. It might be dangerous.
Yes.
We might have a explosion, a geyser, something erupting out of that. Perhaps we should wait till
little
action
we'll definitely
is awake.
Need our full strength for sure. Because once it happens, it's either we go back home or we die, most likely.
What do you think, Ramus, will happen to me if I try to go through? When I try to go through?
Well, I think that's a great mystery that my friend Sally Haffa would have enjoyed studying. This is something that I don't think anyone's ever really tested. But somehow these Mara are getting from one side to the other. It has to be possible for someone else too. You're pretty powerful. I think you could stomach it.
But I am no Mara. There's still generally a mystery as to how much power, where they get it. We know very little for how much we revere them.
That's, again, another similarity to our world. These beings that seem to have secret knowledge about how they are way more powerful than you are. And they won't share that knowledge.
Bastards, aren't they?
It's all a dangerous game. And we're the pawns. But I'm sick of being a pawn.
What do you
want to be
intend
the
to do?
king or the knight or someone of power.
Funny that you say that. Isn't it, Maharib?
We're not now. Let's get home first.
In Giant, Amira says to you, Maharib, what are they talking about?
I respond in Giant, and they're discussing what happened to Ramus and how we're planning on going home, and I can go into the specifics if you want.
She shrugs. Like, don't bother.
You're coming with us, right? We'll be leaving soon, this entire world.
I can't stay here.
Very well.
You think it's going to be safe?
I have no idea if you will live through it. That's one of the questions, and I nod towards broken promises that she has at this very moment. We'll have to find out together.
What about
If you're
you?
going to talk about me, it's only courteous if you speak in my language.
What did she say?
I say that in Infernal, so both of them can
Yeah,
understand it.
in Infernal, Amira snaps at you and she says, just because we're talking about you doesn't make it your business. And she switches back to Giant. And she says, what about you? You're not the same as when you came here. You're different too.
You are correct. I'm saying this in Giant still. You're correct, but I don't know. I'll go through first.
She says it's a giantish idiom. Again, something if she knows the language, she might know it, but it's not like part of the language. She says, it's like kind of a defeatist idiom that you would use when you have to do a task you don't want to do, but you know you have to. And it basically translates as like time to get out of bed and push over a mountain. And she's like she's saying basically like, yep, we have an impossible task before us, but what are we going to do? Not do it?
Yeah. I just repeat the same idiom after she says it.
And she puts her hand, and this is the first time that because she's been kind of keeping distance from you since the incident in the cave and the weird axe and stuff. She puts a hand on your shoulder, and she nods and she says, "We will go together." And then in Infernal, she looks at you, Broken Promises, and she says, "Sorry, I'm feeling nervous about the same things you are. That's all."
It's all right. I'm afraid. I'm not sure what will happen to us.
She scowls and she says, "I didn't say I was afraid. Just nervous."
Oh, no.
They're different.
I'm not saying you are. I'm not saying what you are. I'm saying what I am. I don't like the idea of death being a permanent thing. And if I don't live through this experience and don't have the opportunity to come back, that's what? Blackness and nothingness forever? I'm frightened. But I'm going to do it. My fear is my determination is far outweighs my fear.
She gives you like an anime protagonist nod, like,
So, quotations.
Yeah, right, exactly. ... So you can rest. You can all get a long rest here if you want to. And then it sounds to me like the plan is to help Team Giant Worm complete the great work, complete the spiral.
Oh, this sounds like a great idea, by the way. What a fucking treat this is gonna be.
Also, Adam, I don't want to. You said if I want to, I don't want to, and I would rather not. Like,
yeah, I mean, I'm checking. You don't have to help complete the giant and terrible spiral out in the swamp, but it sounded like that was the plan.
Well,
I think so.
It was certainly the plan put forward by everyone else, and Ramus said that Berg was going to help a lot.
Yeah. I will say before the night's over, if we're taking watches or anything, I do try to attune to the weapon before we get started.
Yeah. Cool. All
Some
right.
alone time with the weapon.
Yeah.
What does that look like? Do we get a vignette of you just examining the axe? Do you strip down and fucking chop a tree with it?
Yeah, you get a silhouette
What does
picture
it
of
look like?
Maharib with the moonlight on the other side as he just sits there and does cool moves with his new weapon.
Dude, remember when Calumet drew pictures of Berg doing the same thing?
Yeah, it's a time-honored warrior tradition. How you attune
I'm gonna
to the
smash
weapon.
the ground as hard as I can. Bah!
Yeah, you have to do the naked dawn katas with it until you have
Right.
become one with your sword,
Yeah.
and then you have to
80
sleep with it under your
creeps
pillow
in.
for 12 nights.
Yeah.
And yeah,
80 synth montage music comes in.
Yep.
You just
Cut to the sunset with Karate Kid silhouette. Like,
Yep.
but no. So what is Maharib like? How do you sort of commune with this axe? What does that look like?
I think it's just it's more like treating it as like a sacred object rather than like a tool. So it's very like I'm sitting down, my legs are crossed, I have it like in front of me and I'm holding it there with like both hands out, like focusing in on the weapon as itself and seeing like the balance of the weapon, trying to understand how it's made, how it's supposed to like move, how it's supposed to be wielded and that type of stuff. Like it's too new of a weapon for me to just start swinging it in Maharib's eyes. So it's more just like trying to understand what it is and how it's supposed to be used.
Yeah. Feeling the grip in your hands, like weighing it in your arms, kind of like figuring it out. But you have to like understand it before you can take it into battle, because going into a fight or swinging a weapon just for the sake of swinging it doesn't seem like it really respects the blade.
Right,
So
right.
yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool. All right. So game wise, so I guess first of all, now that you've attuned yourself to the wicked edge of the void, you cannot unattune yourself from it. It is bound to you.
Right,
It
the
cannot
pact
be
is made.
discarded or
Yeah.
given away. It is bound to you. While you are bound to it, you can use its power. It is a magical axe. It doesn't have a +1 to attack or damage, but any wound that you deal with this axe cannot be healed by magic or by regeneration or any other means. It has to be recovered only through a long or short rest. So if you hit somebody with this axe, they can't get those hit points back by magic. In addition, once per turn, after you hit somebody with it, you can wound them. At the start of each of their turns, they take a D4 necrotic damage for each time you've wounded them. And then at the end of their turn, they make a Constitution saving throw, and if they make the save, then they clear all the wounds that they have. Alternately, they can throw off their turn and just like bind the wounds. So it's basically like a dot that you can keep stacking as long as they fail the save. So the first time you wound them, it's a D4. Then the next time it's 2D4, then 3, then 4.
Does that
and you can
stack
do that once
every
per
round?
turn.
Oh, once per turn.
It stacks every
Okay.
time you do it. Yeah. Or you can do it to a bunch. Like if you have 3 targets, you can be like 1, 2, 3. One of them gets wounded, and then so like basically once per turn you can choose to wound. And those wounds as well, they don't heal like naturally. That those hit points can't be
That's necrotic
healed
damage.
with, or they only heal magic or naturally, not magically.
Is it necrotic damage essentially, or is it just something else?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
it's necrotic damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 1d4.
If you can paste that somewhere, I don't know if you have that typed up.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not sure. It might be a Dungeon Master's Guide thing. Let me check. Yeah, I can make you a weapon on your sheet.
Yeah, I can make the weapon. I just wanted all the.
I got it.
Yeah, cool. I'll let you poke around.
So you have the crest
Okay.
of shadow.
Let's see.
I guess so.
And it's just like an
guess
axe.
so.
Otherwise, there is 1 and 2-handed. So I'll put a little like 1 or 2 before the name, so you know which is which.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. All right. So everybody, make sure you have all your hit points back and all that business.
Cool.
And then, yeah, then I think you're good. So the next day, and I guess how do you divide up the labor? Who's the first person that gets put to work on the like dragging this plow through the mud?
There's probably a
I'll do it.
conversation that happens. Is to like, is
Yeah.
this really what we want to do?
Yeah, well, Berg was also the first one that went to sleep earlier, so I imagine he'd probably be the first natural choice. And Ramus, I would imagine, right? You can say otherwise. Like, all right, Berg, time to, and that's probably where Berg would be.
Okay.
Why?
Well, okay. I wanted to actually get up first for two reasons. One, so I could talk to
Never mind. Go ahead. Do it.
Knives or whatever, a knife about the juice, because that's what she said, or His Holiness said had all the juice. Was it knives or spoons? Knife or
I think
spoon?
they both have mentioned it before.
Okay. I would like to talk to one of them, and if whatever happens after that, I would be the first. I want to be the first one to the plow because I want to show this fucking group that I'm a team player, and I'll head out there if need be after this conversation and like turn myself to like an RX or a Ox or something.
Right. So you want to just get out there and do the thing first thing in the morning before anybody else has a chance to even really like talk about it much?
Yeah. I thought this because I assumed this is what we all agreed on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you wake up in the morning early, assuming this is the plan, and you want to go and talk to Spoons. It seems to be the man with the answers around here.
Okay.
So yeah, maybe you find him. I don't know what he would be doing. He's just like out in the field. Maybe he's out by the dam, looking at the spiral and kind of like planning it out. So you find him over there. He's got his gun, but not like on him, and he sees you coming through the trees.
Okay. I walk over to him and wave at him. Spoons. Hello. Good morning. Or whatever I say.
Nod.
Good day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was speaking with His Holiness yesterday, and
I remember.
he said that when you first met, you were, and this is no judgment or anything. You saw how I dealt or reacted to
And
your.
he puts his hands
your
up
sister.
like don't even worry about it. He says only the worm can judge me.
Very well. You were here to rob His Holiness when you first came here, correct?
Nods. My sister and I were in a bad way. She just died, didn't come back right. So we were going to make our way into Opportunity, but things didn't go that way. We hid out here. But, well, he shrugs. His Holiness had possessions he was no longer in need of, and I thought we could just take him, maybe sell him in town. But I came around. Saw the truth of things.
How did you see the truth? I seek the truth myself. How did you see it?
Gestures, and he says, "You need look no further. You found it."
And what he gestures to what?
The spiral.
Okay. So the spiral, once you, well, you were creating the spiral, right?
He says, according to His Holiness's plan.
How did His Holiness convince a thief to do this holy work for him?
He does not like that you called him a thief. He makes a face. Like
A thief is what you, and as soon as I see it, at the end of my sentence, I say, a thief is what you were, not what you are now.
He nods. I heard his word. My mind was open to truth. His Holiness, well, when you're not trying to annoy him, the past, bad memories, he's a font of wisdom. Sees things no one else can. All I had to do was listen. My sister and I, right away, we knew We were drawn here. Pull of the void itself.
I felt a similar pull.
You said you've been having dreams. Brought you and your friends here?
That wasn't 100% true. It wasn't a dream. It was a reality. Something happened. I was in the void. I was in the inky
Oh.
black darkness, just me and nothing else. I managed to make my way out of it. And this is not, I did not die to enter it. I was drawn into it physically. My body, my mind went into the void. I found a way out. My companions went in as well. They saw something different. And that is why I'm here. Because of what they saw. One of them claims to have even spoken to the Great Green Worm.
Wow. Lucky them. Now, soon enough, he'll make his presence known to us, to the city, everyone.
I have to ask you
You're-
about the juice that was here. It's not for me. It's for our dead compatriot who should be rising anytime soon. When he
nods.
When he
and
was alive-
He nods and he says to you, he says, yeah, that junkie's not going to last long. There's no juice here. So either he's going to need to get right, or you're going to need to let him go. He won't find what he's looking for.
I'll let him know. He will not be happy. But I have one last favor to ask of you, and I think you might enjoy this. I woke up early for two things: to ask you about what I've asked you, and two, to be the first one to help us plow the spiral.
He looks at you like, you? Like, really? And he
However-
says, I appreciate the offer, but you're smaller than my sister. She can barely lift a damn thing.
The more you stay around me, you'll know that I'm full of surprises. So, one of those surprises is, if I were to become an ox, would you be willing to drive me? Because I will need guidance. I will have the strength of an ox, but I will also have the mind of an ox. So I need you to steer me in the right direction. Would you be willing to do that? I'll pull the plow. All you have to do is tell me where to go.
I mean, well, yeah, I guess. Sounds awfully strange.
I am awfully strange. His Holiness is awfully strange. Great Green Worm, very mysterious. I think we make a good team.
Well, all right.
Okay, I walk over to where the spiral is.
Yeah, climb over the little like dam fence thing and head over and put the yoke on your shoulders, I guess.
Yep. I kind of just like get underneath it. You ready?
He kind of looks at you like, I guess so. I don't know what to expect.
I let the cloak goes down and the ribbons come up and they form like an egg. And then the egg gets bigger and bigger and then it just like melts away and then I'm an ox underneath or inside of the egg.
Yeah, and he just kind of like looks at you with wide eyes like, all right, well, here we go. and you start getting to work. So
Solid.
meanwhile, back at the camp. Meanwhile, back at camp, you're all starting to wake up, and Berg, maybe you're the first one awake. And you hear some noise from, like, I guess, where are you sleeping? Are you sleeping inside, or you just like set up camp outside, or where's everybody? Like, it's not nighttime, but like,
inside.
where do you rest?
I was,
I was
prob-
inside in the bed.
Okay.
Yeah, that she.
I was out by the fire, I
Okay.
think.
I've been asleep.
Yeah, okay.
since-
So Berg, if you're inside, maybe you wake up to the sound of like pained, like moaning, and when you look, you see that Little Action is kind of awake. It's just like thrashing a little bit in bed and just like groaning, and yeah, seems to be in pain.
Looks around like, is anyone else in the tent besides Little Action?
Yeah, I'm on the floor
Mm,
sleeping.
yeah, Ramus is here, but I think Ramus is still sleeping.
All right, then Berg like nudges Ramus.
Hey, Amos,
Shut up or I'll smite you.
no, you won't.
5 more minutes.
Little one is back.
Tell her I'm not interested.
Berg just slaps him.
Ah!
Smack!
What?
Fucking-
What?
Head
Wake
comes
now.
flying off.
Ah. You hit the burn.
That's
What-
the
what
best
is
way
going-
to get you up.
I'll
I don't
do
want to be
work.
here anymore, Ramus. 5 more minutes.
I don't either.
I don't want that.
Fine. I will deal with the Little Action. All right. God. I gotta walk over to Little Action and see what the hell he's doing.
Yeah, so he's just like groaning in pain.
I like pull his eyelids back to see if he looks like he's conscious or if they're like
Yeah, you kind
Right.
of. So when you like touch him, he sort of like weakly puts his arms up and like tries to push you away. And he sees you, and he says, it's like, Ramus, where are we?
What do you last remember?
Tunnel. Darkness. It hurts so much, Ramus. He looks up at you and he's like, I need it. Please, if you have any. And like reaches up and he's kind of like just like grabs for you a little bit. And you notice that his teeth are like sharper than they were before. Like his gums have receded somewhat, and his teeth look kind of sharp now.
Berg, something's
What?
wrong with him. Something's not
Yeah.
right.
And he's like, no, Ramus, it's not. I just need some juice. It's been a long time, please.
Berg, kill him. Something's not right. I don't trust it.
He like tries to, yeah, he like falls over backwards, like trying to get away from Berg. He's like, no, wait, what, please? And he's like falls away from you, Berg.
What's
like,
up with
he
your
thinks you're
teeth?
do it.
What's wrong with your teeth?
Berg's
You're
like,
about to
as
fight
he's,
me.
Berg's like slowly grabbing the hammer out just in case things go south.
Yeah, and he's like, well, what do you mean my teeth? And he like pokes his fingers. I don't know. I don't understand. What's going on? Please, I
There-
just. And he like
there are
holds his head. And
creatures
he's like,
like-
it hurts so much.
There are creatures like this in our world, but they are
They're
foul creations. Call them vampires. Something.
He's like, I
Berg
don't.
looks at him like,
I don't know. I don't know about any of that. I just. I'm.
He
You don't
does
understand.
look a little like a vampire.
Kind of like a little. He kind of does. Yeah.
think
I
he's
don't
had too
know
much.
if we kill him yet. If Maharib,
So Marib, you hear Berg like shouting for you.
Okay. Yeah, Berg's never shouted at Maharib to come here, so I definitely show up with a haste. Like
Yeah, axe in hand.
yeah, like I walk into the tent, shove the tent aside, axe in
Okay.
hand. What is it?
the little one is up, but different. What do you make of that?
I'm not. It's the same me. I didn't forget anything. I don't know if I was. I mean, thank you for not leaving me back there. I can still help you. I just need some juice, please. It's been too long. My bones hurt.
What's the problem here? He seems like an addict.
Look
There's
at his
nothing wrong.
teeth. His teeth.
He says that, and I like snap to look at his teeth. I see sharp teeth.
Yeah, they're definitely sharper than they were.
He's changing.
You come back differently when you die here. That's true for me. It's true for Amira. It's a thing that happens.
Remus
In
is
this
all
world,
freaked out.
In this world, things are never born. They change. I think he's transforming into a creature slowly with each death.
Then perhaps we should not kill him again.
And he's like nods, and when you say that, like, yes, that's great. That's a very good idea. Definitely don't do that.
Let's do his
didn't-
plan.
Try to kill him.
I just
Died
don't know.
this week.
I don't know if we can trust him anymore. The minute you turn away, he might bite down you to grab some juice from your veins.
Are you worried about a simple bite?
Not a bite, a drain. We've had encounters with these type of creatures in the other side. They become very powerful if left too long.
He looks really frail, right?
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
Strung out.
Ramus, look at, he's frail. He can barely stand. It's not like we're going to just offer him a ton of the juice right now. We need
You
him.
weren't there. You couldn't see the things that he did. I'm not going to go through that again.
Wasn't where? What are you talking about?
Do you like leave the room, Ramus? Are you done
I
with this?
walk
or do you
away.
Just...
It's reminding me of the Empire thing and
Uh-huh. You
I'm
remember.
just like, yeah.
Yeah, I
he
think when
leaves,
Ramus leaves,
I
go
just
ahead.
turned to Berg. Yeah, Berg, care to fill me in?
It was on the other side of our world. We encountered very powerful one of these, but not like that. Much more fierce.
We're not just going to kill him.
No, I don't think so either. But definitely look at him, pay attention, monitor him.
Sure, yes. I turned a little action. We're not going to kill you. You can relax.
I do appreciate that, but I'm
Unless
a lot
you
of
turn
pain.
crazy, then I will.
I just need a little bit of juice. I don't even care if it's refined or not. Just a taste. I'm sure I'll feel much, much better. Just a little bit, please.
We'll work on it. Haven't been up 5 fucking minutes. Just like I walk out.
Right.
I
So it's
leave
just
the
like-
room. Yeah. If Ramus
Okay,
is
so
walking
it's just
away.
Bert.
Ramus!
I'll watch.
What?
Where's broken promises? We need to. Do you wish to do this? Whatever it is, the thing with the circle. Should we do this today?
Well, I think if we summon the vein, then we can get out of here, or at least go through it. I don't know what would happen once we summon it. But this is a way home, I think.
As you're saying that, I'm getting closer and closer, and now I'm pretty much face to face, and I lean in very quietly. Do you remember what happened just yesterday? Do you remember any of this?
Mm-hmm.
Were you supposed to act like nothing occurred?
I just remembered dreams.
Well, those
For a
dreams.
wave of darkness, and then a dream about school and some children. I don't.
You were dead, Ramus. I went into some void to save you and made a deal. I have to protect you now. Forever, apparently. That's where I got this.
Deal with who? With what?
Still figuring that out. Broken.
What the hell is that? I will point at the axe.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
glad you're realizing the severity of this, yes. Broken promises mentioned that it was perhaps the very thing we're watching these idiots worship. There's a great green worm in the distance. I did not say a name, but he was right next to you.
I need you to take a minute and tell me everything that you saw. What did he look like? What was he doing to me? Everything.
Yeah, I describe in great detail everything that I saw and witnessed.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next thing I know, we were outside, and here you are.
Pointing me at the void.
He was
Why?
goading you to jump in, but you wouldn't.
Someone else told me that there was some Mara that had interest in me. Was using me for something. That must have been him. Or it.
Well, what do you want to do? We can summon this vein and go back, but
Wait. You have to protect me for the rest of your life?
yeah, that was the deal. You were either going to die or that was going to happen. So decided that
I'm
should
glad
live.
you made that choice.
Me too.
You've been
all
very
things
useful
considered.
so far.
We're not going to talk about the fact that I carried you from the village. Yes.
Well, you were just protecting me, doing your job. I'll put in a good word.
Just
They didn't
it's
say
like
that
this is the
I.
part where Ramus just picks up a knife and is like, oh, here it comes, Maharib. What's going on? You gotta save me.
Yeah. I see that you're. I see what Ramus is doing. And they didn't say that I could not kill you myself. So be very careful.
Yeah. All right. Well, first things first. I don't remember any of that. It was something different to me. He was doing something to me. But judging by the power of that thing you're holding and what he was doing, something very powerful is either protecting me or guarding me or using me. I don't know. Well, we need to go back home first. That's our first priority. We'll have to deal with all this later.
I agree. Berg has been side-eyeing the weapon ever since it appeared. So
Well, of course. It's like he's made of fire and you're ice now. You're complete opposites. Well, actually, that wouldn't be the right thing because you would just melt you.
I
but,
understand
you know.
what you're saying. Just wanting you to be aware. We're not killing Little Action either, regardless of what it reminds you of.
That's fine. Just don't blame me if something happens. I don't think he can control himself anymore.
So when you say don't blame me if something happens, we cut to Berg and Little Action in the tent. And Little Action is like looking up at you, Berg, and he says, it's just like, I guess he's just like staring at you in like a weird way. He's kind of like, yeah, it's like fixated. You notice him staring at you.
Yeah, Berg's just
What?
I was just thinking about your hammer. and how the light that it gives off reminds me of the light that I've seen in the veins sometimes. Where did you get it?
That is not your concern.
I've noticed, too, that you share that same light. I've seen it around you, like an aura. Is everyone like that where you're from?
No.
And Berg
So
starts
you
to
are-
walk out the tent, keeping an eye on him while he's doing it. Because he does not
So
like
he
where this
says
is
to
going.
you, you start to like turn to leave, and he says to you, he's like, "No, don't go." And can you make a wisdom save?
Oh, you motherfucker.
A 13. Okay. You don't like stop and like turn around or anything, but you hesitate. And he says, "I'm sorry, Berg. I don't mean to unsettle you. I know that my needs can be disturbing. And I don't mean to be so demanding. It's just that I want so badly to help you find your way on the vein and make it through to the other side to go home. Your friends got me out of that terrible pit, and I'm just so thankful. I can't help you and your friends, Berg. Not like this. I need your help first. You understand, don't you?"
We will get you what you need. Come after me for what you want, and you will die.
I don't think that's the threat you think it is. I'm in terrible pain.
Ramus,
Yeah, sorry, Amos, you hear Berg again, like, "I need an adult."
I don't like that. That's his "I'm in trouble" scream. But help me. He may be turning quicker than we thought.
Something bad is happening. Let's all run over there and see.
Yeah, I
Okay.
turn and run.
Yeah, you come back inside and you see Berg and Little Action, and they're standing, 30 feet apart. Just like they were talking. And Little Action looks a little like admonished when you come in. And he says, before Berg can even say anything, he's like, "Everything's fine. It's fine. There's no reason to be upset."
I hold up my holy symbol and cast Turn Undead. See
Yeah,
what happens.
okay. Sure, make a religion check. Nice, 25. Get that Dan luck. All right. Let me see here. Turn undead. So you are level what?
13.
Yeah, Dan, can you paste the spell? Just click it and it'll paste it all.
Let's see how this affects whatever the fuck he has become. Okay. Turn undead. And this guy, let's see if Turn Undead does anything to him. Okay. So I think he's gonna make a wisdom saving throw. So I'll do that.
Killing him. Is that what you're trying? What is this?
There is a chance that
I'll do.
the Ramus knows that this could just like turn him into dust, but
Right.
Let me see. Okay, so it doesn't kill him because he's not like undead in the way that this power like, but it does affect him.
Right.
And he just like a vampire. He rolled a natural one here, just like a vampire. He hisses in surprise and pain, turns his face away from Ramus's holy symbol, staggers backwards, falls over the cot, scrambles away from you, like as far as he can get, and like holds his hands up, and he's like, what are you doing? Stop!
Ramus,
That creature, stay there.
And he's just like cringing and like curled up in a ball and like whining in pain.
He is turning undead. We not be all the way there, but it shouldn't infect him if he wasn't undead.
well, kill him then. Don't torture the creature.
What did I say earlier?
What does Berg do?
Berg interjects and is like,
He was talking to me and looking at me as if I was lunch.
He's an addict. Make the decision. Are we killing him, or are we going to continue this torture?
We can't trust
I'm
him.
not the thinker. You guys are.
We can't trust him. You can't trust. He's gonna do nothing. He will not want more and more and more juice until nothing will matter to him except getting more and more juice from every creature he can get. And he'll grow more powerful as he keeps absorbing it.
Do we not need him
He's
anymore?
frail now, but it won't be that way forever. We need to put him down now.
Ramus, he did say when I threatened him to kill him that it wasn't the threat I thought it was.
I know. That's why we're
Like
gonna
he-
chop him up into pieces and separate them.
So when you say that, Ramus, we're gonna chop him up into pieces. He takes one like last look at you, and when he sees you, we see from his point of view, like you're holding the symbol out. It's just this like horrific corona of brilliance, and he looks up one last time, and he turns, and he tears a hole in the tent and like attempts to flee, and like runs for it. He's just like, fuck this, I'm out, and he turns, and with the gnarled claws that his hands have become, he like shreds a hole, like rips a hole in the wall of the tent, which is already damaged, and runs for it. Do you give chase? Do you let him go? Do you throw something at him? What do you want to do?
Oxen
I'm gonna-
promises. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna
It's
hit him with
Yoken
a
promises.
hit him with a sacred.
promises.
I want to hit him with a sacred flame as he tries to flee.
Okay, sure.
He has to make a DC 19 dexterity saving throw or take 17 radiant damage.
Okay.
which would incinerate him.
The last time we saw him do anything, he had 4 hit points. So let's see. His wisdom save or his dex save is +6.
Not to nitpick or anything, but is there a religion save before every spell or just the one per day?
Every spell.
Yeah, it's before every spell. Yeah. So Ramus, do one more religion. You got a 1, so but you got an 8. But yeah, no, 8 is still not enough. Yeah, so you call on the gods who are too far to hear you.
I use my
You wanna use
lucky
lucky and reroll?
on this.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
18.
There you go.
There you
Okay.
go.
There you go.
So he
Nice,
takes
Ghost.
17 radiant damage.
Or doesn't die, maybe.
But it does not kill him. No, you
See.
scald him with holy light. You hit him in the back. It burns him. He shrieks in pain, and he's running kind of like on all fours, like he's like hunched over. And he's quite fast now. And then he scrambles away. Berg, you might be able to catch him.
Yeah, I mean, I'd give chase. I'd at least try.
Okay, he's gonna try to run off into the swamp, and you're gonna try to chase him down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think we can probably just resolve this with like an opposed athletics check.
Okay.
So let's see.
You roll and make.
Okay. I'll give you the number to beat. I mean, 19 or better.
Jeez.
Get
Nice.
outta here,
Okay.
that
So you
shit.
run
There you
after
go.
him. Do you grab him and like drag him to the ground, or
Yeah, I mean,
so you like just jog after him in high berg speed as he's like scrambling away, sizzling from this like wound. You run up to catch up to him. You have a chance to like jump on him and like tackle him and drag him down, or
I think it's probably like get up behind him, and then just fucking bap right in his head to like knock him the fuck out.
Okay. I mean, you can make an attack on him if you want.
Well, I'm just worried about grappling him because he wants my fucking blood and shit. So
He does want your blood. That's right.
Just hit him.
You noticed.
I'm just gonna hit him.
So,
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
okay.
I'm just gonna come up and just bap, so that way it gives him another
Sure, yeah,
chance
go
to
ahead,
like,
make an
knock him
attack.
prone kind of thing and whatever.
Okay, yeah, obviously 28's a hit.
There you go.
Okay.
Good God, nice max
you
damage
deal
there.
Jeez.
12, 13, 14, 15,
Not raging. so
bludgeoning.
not pathetic, sure.
and then 6. Okay. All right. And then yeah, you're not raging, so you don't get that extra. So you deal him 12, 15 damage. So you run behind him, you hit him with the hammer. And you're not raging, so it's just 12. That's right. And he staggers and stops, but he isn't dead. He isn't knocked out. So you knock him down and he kind of like rolls, and then he just throws himself at you, like snarling. And he, what's your armor class?
18.
18? Okay. All right. So he's going to attack you with his claws. Slashes at you. I got a 21.
Just rested.
so
This
he-
motherfucker. All right, just kill him. Just
He
fucking
deals-
kill him.
Okay, so you take 7 damage. No, actually, he doesn't damage you. He grapples you. So he throws himself at you and gets his hands around your neck and like struggling with you. And then he bares his fangs and tries to take a bite out of you. So let's see how that goes.
That's,
Oh, Van Berg coming to you. Come on.
So he gets a
Wow,
24.
hits.
Now this isn't like the sexy like fangs of a Lestat, right? This is like a mouthful of jagged teeth ripping a chunk off of your neck, and so he like bites into you and like rips off some of your sweet juicy flesh. And you take, let's see, piercing. So you didn't take the slashing damage, the 7 damage from the claws because he grapples you. You take 7 damage from the teeth, and then another 4 necrotic. And now if this is a fight, we can roll initiative and everybody else can run up if you want to do it that way.
It seems like it's a fight.
Okay.
You just
all right.
want that Berg drink. Sugar, water,
Just want
Berg.
some of that sweet Berg. So let me get a, go ahead and you can start rolling your initiative. Let me get a token to represent this little fucker. And I will adjust
He is a little
accordingly. Hit points.
Can we just get a ox like fucking off somewhere in a corner on the map?
Yeah. Let's see if I can find an appropriate. Let's see here.
I would love for a random ox just to wander over to this fight. We're all just like,
Man, we've had
Fuck.
badass ox before. There we go.
but we would all be so confused. Like we wouldn't. I guess maybe we would know that would be broken promises.
Well,
Wait, sorry, it's got to be
listen.
like a shadowy nether ox. Let me just.
It used to be a thing
I
for
will-
draft horses to show up in these fights. You know,
It's true.
That was
Yeah.
That's true. That's you're not wrong. There was draft horses once upon a time.
I'll just let you guys know the polymorph spell lasts for 1 hour.
Okay,
So I probably won't be in this fight at all.
sure.
You're probably not. No, I mean the 3 of you will just like beat the living hell out of this guy. You
could look at
it. So let me roll for this vampire spawn. Okay, all right. So Berg, it is your turn. So now you have like a full turn with bonus actions and all that shit.
Yep. Berg's gonna rage.
Okay.
Just to make sure he doesn't take any more stupid damage.
Yep. So
And
you're
then attack.
still grappled by him, but you can attack. It's not going to affect you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna attack.
It just means he can bite you. Okay. Yeah, you hit.
All right. 1d6 plus 6. Hey.
Nice. Okay, you're wailing away at him. So
It's a good number you rolled
12
there, man.
and then another 12. Okay. All right. You get another attack. Definitely a hit. 27. For another 7, another 10. All right, he's still alive. Just like smashing him with the hammer, and he's like snarling and hissing, and he's covered in blood now all over his face. Yeah, he's gonna try to kill you, which you have a lot more hit points than he does. So he already has you grappled, so he can bite you, and then do a claw attack. And if you're clawed, it won't make a difference because you're already held. So let me throw the grapple hand on you there. There you go. Okay. All right. So yeah, he's just like angry, and I mean, not even angry. This isn't anger. This is like a feral hunger. He has found the source of food that he has wanted for so long. You are full of drugs, and he just wants to do you. So he is going
not
to
lighting up my hammer because I'm worried that that's just going to be great for him. So
yeah, we were already dealing him necrotic damage. So let's see. Okay, the claws don't do anything, but he hits, doesn't get a crit. You're lucky on the bite. So you get bit for 5 piercing, half to 2, and then another 9 necrotic.
Jeez.
He's taking bites out of you. Yeah, he didn't actually
stupid.
crit.
Just
it wasn't
goddamn
like
rest.
that huge pile.
I hate this
Okay,
guy. Let's just kill him and get rid of him, and I don't care. We'll figure out a
Ramus,
different way to get out of here.
it is your turn. You can go out through the hole he tore in the thing, and you're actually like a full turn. You're like 80 feet away from them.
Okay, then I'll run. I'm 80 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will Scorching Ray, which has a range of 120 feet, and I will throw some bolts at him.
Okay.
So 1 for 3. 16 enough to hit?
It is. Yeah, he's like naked basically. So.
Okay. And so 17 fire damage.
Okay. Yeah, make a religion check before we do all that damage.
Oh, whoops, yep.
Okay, you're fine.
15?
Yeah. So Berg, familiar sound as Ramus's beams of fire leap over you and strike this thing. Strike a little action that you're grappling with. Anything else, Ramus?
And then just move forward. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. So you move up. Okay. All right, Maharib. Same thing. You're about 80 feet away from the fracas.
If I'm 80, then I'm... fuck, we did just rest. Like, I could dash and get there with action surge. Does action surge come back on a short? Let me see. A short rest. We could fit in a short rest. Couldn't we, Max? You want to get that HP back?
You want to drive me as the ox? That's pretty restful. Just gotta whip me a little bit.
I'll dash for 1 turn for 60 feet, and then action surge.
So you'll move, take the dash action,
Right.
action surge,
move 30 feet,
and
so
then
that's
run
90 total, and then attack.
and action surge. Well, action surge doesn't give you another turn; it gives you one more action.
There, I'll paste it.
Right? Yeah. So you get during your turn, you move 30 for free. You take the dash action to use to do another 30. That's 30 of 80, or that's 60 of 80. So if you action surge, you can use that action to dash another 30, and you're there, but you won't get to attack.
Oh, you
this
don't.
turn.
It doesn't reset, basically. Then fucking, I'm not going to do it. I'll just dash.
Yeah.
Move
Yeah, yeah,
30,
just
dash
gives you an extra
60. That's it.
Okay, so you're close. Okay, all right, Berg.
What would it take up my, like, I wouldn't be able to get ungrappled and attack. That would take up my action.
No, you can just use your action to just shove him back.
Yeah, and because I'm grappled right now, he's getting 2 attacks on me.
No, because
Be
you're
able to
grappled.
bite
He's
and-
allowed to bite you. He can only bite you if you're grappled.
That's what I'm saying. He would only have potentially a claw.
He'd
attack.
have to try to grab you again.
There I am.
It's probably more worth it to just dump damage rather than get him off me.
Jesus Christ.
That's a big ox. Jeez.
Where's fucking
Yeah, so what do you
Paul
think, Berg? Do
Bunyan,
you want to
dude?
use your action to throw him off, or do you just want to keep hitting him with your hammer?
I just keep hitting him.
Keep hitting him. Get another 2 swings in. Okay, do it.
Yeah. Of course, that's what happens when I do that.
Yep,
Is that enough?
that's
Probably
a
not.
miss. No, it's a miss. He's too fast.
There you go.
Okay, that's a hit. Yep. For 9, 12, and then another 7. Okay, all right. Cool. He's looking pretty fucked up.
Good.
And now it's his turn. So he's gonna claw you.
Aha! You son of a bitch.
Misses, and then bite. Also misses. Yeah, so can't get a hold of you, Ramus.
Fantastic.
All right. I move 30, so I'll move 30 more, and then I will hit him with Sacred
Okay.
Flame again. So
Okay.
another deck save.
Make a religion check.
Yeah.
And then I'll make that deck save.
20.
Yep, no
20.
problem. And I get
Great.
the save.
Woo.
Fucking
26.
Okay,
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay, Maharib, you can finish running up next to Berg here.
Yep, this will be two-handed with the new weapon on the creature. Now, are there any
Black
penalties if I
axe.
miss? Do I hit Berg?
Nah,
Okay,
Berg's just being grappled.
gotcha. 3 attacks.
Is that necrotic damage actually taking hit point like max down or not? Is that just in the description?
Only if it
It is, yeah.
specifies that it does.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So like the reduction that you're taking from that necrotic damage, Max, it's lowering off the top until you get to long rest. From when you got
Say
bit.
that again.
So your hit points, your maximum hit points have been reduced by
He's not gonna like this.
however much.
He's at 72
let's
max
see.
HP, I think.
9. It should be reduced by 9, and then whatever the other hit was. Yeah. Well, yeah, not the slashing damage, just the necrotic damage.
Gotcha. Okay.
So like
necrotic is taking off my hit
your
point
hit
maximum.
your
Yes.
hit off the top. So you're 13 reduced. So you'd be at
81.
the max you can have until you long rest is 83.
It's not as if
Oh,
people
yeah.
talk about how I have low HP for my class enough. Adam, that's great.
Yeah.
26
that
hits.
thing you're already sensitive about. Yes, the 26 is a hit.
9 damage, and then we'll
Okay.
use the mechanic. So it's
So it just applies 1 wound to them.
So do
The
I just
beginning
roll
of its
D4?
turn. No, it happens
Oh.
at the beginning of its turn.
okay.
So what I'll do, let me find
I'm gonna
a
put a
good. I'll use
resource
the. Yeah, well, so it's not like it's not a resource exactly. I'll track it on the character. So like if you look at it, I can do like 1 tick of it, and 2, 3 like that.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So right now it has 1 tick. I'll use the little heart with a chain around it. So it has 1 tick of wound on it. So it'll take 1d4 at the beginning of its turn, and then it gets to make a DC 15 save, and then and if it doesn't, you can wound it again, and the next turn it'll take 2d4. I'll keep doing that.
Okay. Cool.
It also means that what you've just done is that damage from your axe, that 9 you just did, it can't drain blood to heal it. Right? Like you've just stopped its healing ability. Normally it recovers health on its own and it can drain blood to heal. That's why it's got so many hit points, because it keeps healing every turn.
Right.
But you just stopped it with the axe, right? Because it can't get that 9 back.
Okay.
Also, it can't get that 9 back because it only had 8 hit points and it's dead. But still.
Okay. Yeah.
So you come running over.
Yeah.
Did he just decapitate it? Or?
Yeah. It's just a swift head decapitation.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So the axe glitters greenly, sort of reflecting the sickly light of the sun, slices through the neck of the former little action. Its body tumbles backwards, its head lands on the ground, and the head is still like snarling and hissing and like biting at the air.
Yeah, and Berg's coming up. He gets up from being grappled and just just tearing through everything.
Yeah.
Mincemeat.
Okay, so Berg takes care of the body, just bludgeoning it into paste. Bones cracking, blood splattering. Is somebody gonna do something about Little Action's severed head? Because it's still like alive.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in a bag and take it with me.
Fucking awesome. Okay, so you just like reach down and it's like it's trying to bite you, and you just throw it in a
Put it
bag.
in a bag and just tie it up and Put it on my waist.
Okay.
Fucking Zeke.
It's good.
Sure.
Good.
You all see this happen. You see the bag and just whoop. Okay. Yeah. So you can write down in your inventory little actions severed head.
Mhm.
Yep. Cool. All right. You have that now. The
Awesome.
body is destroyed. Definitely completely destroyed.
Well, how about breakfast?
After Berg is out of his he's pummeling the body into just a pulp, he comes towards you, Ramus.
Give me the head.
It might be able to help us later.
How?
It has information
Nothing
in
but
there.
Problem.
It's the head. It's not going to do anything. Can't move. It's just going to
Well, another
sit there.
body.
The body is gone. I'll let you smash it after we're done with the vein. He might have information about it.
Berg walks
I
away.
want to use it like a dowsing rod.
He's not paying attention to you.
I walked by. Just what? Did Broken Promises speak to you at all this morning?
No, I don't know where she is.
I'll go find her. I will start. I guess I'll look for spoons and knives, right? First, spoons and forks.
Yes. Knives.
Yeah, knives. Okay. Yeah, I look for them first to see if they know where she's at.
Spoons and
Okay.
knife, singular.
Knife.
Yeah. Knife. Yep. Yeah. So you come out and or you come back, I guess, and you would see all you need is a knife. I think she's standing around and she kind of like looks at you as you come back around the tent. She's like, what was all of that noise?
It doesn't matter.
What happened?
Nothing happened. Doesn't concern you. Have you seen our friend, the other one, the fourth one of us?
The tiefling. Yeah. I saw her go that way this morning and points off into the swamp.
What was she doing in the swamp?
I didn't follow her. She's just in the swamp. Go look for her. There isn't much out there. Just the work.
Right. Thank you. And we'll start walking towards the swamp.
Okay. Yeah. She follows along. So yeah, you arrive, and in an hour.
Well, if she starts
Make a-
following me, then I walk 10 steps. She follows right behind.
yeah, and yeah.
Yeah, I stop after 10 steps and turn. Can I help you?
No.
You're just going to follow me. You don't have daily jobs to do for His Holiness?
Just gotta pull the plow. The plow's in the swamp.
Walk in front of me. We'll go together, but I want you in front.
Kind of looks at Berg and Ramus like, what's happening right now?
He's a little jumpy.
Okay. She does.
Yeah,
Walks out in front
we
of you.
walk.
Okay. All right. So you walk a ways out into the swamp, not too far. And then you come to, this wall of mud and sticks and stuff they've built all the way around the outside. And inside you see a big ox. You just see a big ox pulling the plow. And behind the ox, you see Spoons. It's kind of like walking with the reins. Like, it's still so weird. Every once in a while, just be like, good pulling. And she comes running up. She runs up to the wall, knife, and she's like, Spoons, what's that? And he turns and he's like, "Is that tiefling?" She's like, "Spoons? Yeah, no kidding. She can shape change or something. She's one of these now. But she's got good pull to her, so we're getting work done."
How much of the circle's complete? Of the spiral or whatever.
Well, my big ox. Let's see. You got 18 strength. Can you roll? Broken Promises, roll a d20 plus 4 for me.
You bet.
Yeah, you got 11. It's like halfway done. I mean, it was already like a third of the way, so you're about half now.
Okay. Yeah, I peer over, see it half's done. Turn. Are we doing this today, Ramus? Because Broken Promises is well underway. They're about halfway through.
Do you want to stay here longer? We could build a cabin. We could, live here with Bugfucker, and we could have a gale time watching the city collapse into ruin. And or would you like to go home?
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Is Amira with us? Is she just tagged on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you can just assume like she's around.
Okay. Well, then I turn around and put my arms up on the side of the fence and just peer in and wait for Broken Promises, the big blue ox, to pull the...
Well, so broken Promises will eventually run out of polymorph. So that does happen eventually.
So what is it? Are we prepared for that, or does it just happen? Do you just start to change?
I think it just happens. Yeah. Surprising everyone.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you just change back to your tiefling form in front of us, Zeke.
Yeah. You see like the oxen form like shrink down, and I'm like kind of left underneath the yoke, and I'm just like kind of caught like.
Yeah, and Spoons comes over to help you and lifts it off of your shoulders. And he's like, you got a lot done. Why'd you quit?
Oh, it only lasts for so long. I can't stay in the shape as long as I want. It's yeah, it was time to come back, I guess.
Your friends are here, so maybe one of the big ones can take a shift.
If they like, yes.
Yeah.
Hello, by the way.
Motion.
Good day.
Yeah, I raised my hand to say hi. Good work. Didn't expect to see you out here. Didn't know it was you until he spoke up. So, can you...
Wanted to show you that I could pull my own weight, so to speak.
Can you turn into any creature? What? You were a bird yesterday, an ox today?
Well, anything that I've seen before. You couldn't describe something to me and I could change into it, I don't think. I've never tried, but it seems dangerous.
I see. Berg, do you want to do this?
What?
Or should I?
Do what?
Never
Hey,
mind.
Berg, you're going to do some
I,
heavy manual labor?
Berg is just like
Maybe you were forced to do before you were in prison, and then again while you were in prison?
Just put these shackles on, you'll be fine.
Yeah, Berg, I got all these rocks need breaking. So maybe do you want to get that pickaxe over there and get to work? Or
He's still a little pissed off about the whole,
Oh, I figured as much. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you ask him to do manual labor, so.
Yeah. When you answer,
you look over at Ramus, and there's like a blood-stained bag hanging from his belt, and the bag is like occasionally like.
Yeah. Do I have to roll perception to see that, or can I see like?
You see a bag hanging from Ramus's belt that occasionally makes like grumbling, hungry noises.
When you jump out of, it's in like an enclosed area, right, Adam?
I have to like.
Yeah, there's basically like a wide area that the water has been like drained out of. There's a little puddle kind of nearish to the middle, like because when it rains, it fills this area anyway. But it's like just like damp instead of super swampy. Right. And then it's maybe the central area is maybe like 25.
When Broken Promises jumps out,
like 100 feet across, maybe.
Like I'm jumping in to go and finish the plow. I can make a strength roll if you want, or athletics, or whatever the roll is.
Yeah, so you go in and you like get the plow up on your shoulders. It's like, all right. And you want to start just dragging it around?
Yeah. Is that athletics?
Okay,
What
yeah,
is that?
make an athletics check. Yeah.
29.
Hot damn, 29. They're putting work in. All right. So yeah, you it's harder, like you don't get as much, you do about as well as Broken Promises did because it's much harder for you with a
Right.
much higher roll. Broken Promises was in a shape that was built for that shit. So this is like slower going. And you continue and it's we see from above, like as time passes, the spiral getting tighter and tighter towards the center.
As soon as he grabs the
while
yoke,
Mahari's
I
doing
look
that-
to who was whipping me, Spoons, or guiding me?
Yeah, it was Spoons.
Spoons. So I just look at Maharib and I look at Spoons as like, maybe it would help if you whipped him a little.
Spoons gives you a look like, I don't think I want to do that. He'd probably kill me.
All right, fair enough. Do I get
Give
it?
you a wink.
I did that to get a reaction on a Maharib. Does he even like the humor of it or not?
I'm pretty. I don't know if I heard it unless you like shouted it. Like I'm in the middle.
Oh
of
yeah,
the
no. I said it loud enough for both of you to hear. It was for you.
Yeah. It was
Oh.
for you, yeah.
Oh. I mean, if I heard it, there's like a split second where I stop and like my head twist, but I don't like. I shake it off just because I gotta get the job done. Yeah.
Yeah. I smile at you just to let you know, like I was joking.
Right. I figured as much. The look was to see if he was going to do it, not to see if you were serious.
It's like you better fucking not pick that shit up.
That's what it was. Yeah, 100%.
Or little did you know Maharib's into that sort of thing. Hmm?
Right?
It's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think
The
agricultural
Giants, they
BDSM.
play rough. You know?
All right. Okay. So you get settled to continue the spiral. And yeah, Maharib, are you gonna try to finish it, or are you gonna pass it off to Berg, or 'cause you're getting pretty tired?
As long as it's not going to incur any penalties, I will just try to finish
If you
it.
want to take another shift at the yoke, I'm gonna make you make a Constitution saving throw, and if you fail, you will get a level of exhaustion.
Berg's had a rough
Damn.
morning. I'll do it again.
Oh, wow.
Okay. All right. Make a
That's
make a
nice.
Constitution save.
23.
All right.
Pretty good con.
You avoid taking another level, a level of exhaustion, and you press on.
remembers this.
So as you get close to the center of the spiral, you can feel your muscles screaming, and your whole like top of your shoulders and your neck are all chafed from the thing like rubbing against it. And you're just dragging this thing around in the mud, and it occasionally hits a rock, and someone has to come over and like pull the rock aside. And you have to stop, or you have to break the rock and then move the pieces, and the thing takes a long time. So you're out here a while just dragging this fucking thing around.
Yeah.
And you get to the point where the spiral gets tight enough that you take one more turn, and then the edge of the ditch touches the next side, and you stop. And from the fence, Spoons shouts, "Looks like you're done."
I stop. I've probably just been in the motion so much that I didn't realize I was done.
Yeah, right. Just like walking in circles for hours.
So I take the thing off my neck and kind of just hunch over and just breathing deep. A couple seconds pass, no one says anything. And I guess so. What happens now?
I don't know. And he looks at his sister and he's like, let's go take a look. And they hop over the fence. They come running over. Does anybody else come to where Maharib is, or do you stay? You stay back at the edge?
I wanted to sit on the fence or the wall or whatever and watch Maharib work.
Okay.
Maharib, you might
For no
want to
reason.
get out of the circle. Just recommend that.
Okay. I start to like run over to the edge with a haste. Maybe as the people are passing.
So before you go, Spoons says, hold on, we gotta move this thing, and looks at the plow, and he crouches down to pick it up. Like, give me a hand.
Is it imperative that we move it? What? Something's going to happen, it seems.
He's like, well, we can't just leave it lying in the middle of the. Come on, just give me a hand. It's not that heavy.
I look towards Ramus.
I'm like, I don't know. Like, it could happen any second. Like, you might not want to be there.
Nothing seems to be happening.
Can I just grab Knife and Spork, whatever? The utensil twins. Can I grab them?
10,000 spoons, and all you need is a knife. Is the name of these two.
All right, I'll get Spork as well. Get him, bringing them in. Yeah, can I just pick them up?
It's their dog,
Yeah.
Sporky. You could try to just pick them up. Yeah.
It's if they fight against it, then I will just not care. But it's definitely the type of thing where if, like, I'm pretty alarmed that Ramus says that something might happen, so I'm going to scoop them up.
you turn to like grab them, and everybody hears. So no one has a chance to react before the first time this happens, but between the first and the second, there is a moment. So you turn to look at them, and the side of her head just bursts. You get splattered with blood. Everybody hears like a bang, like a loud cracking sound, and then Maharibi just gets splattered with blood, and you see wriggling around in the hole. She's got a hole on one side, but wriggling on the other, you see this tiny little beak and this fat like body, and it's just like chewing on like her brain. And she looks at you for a second, kind of like, and like reaches up and then just falls forward into the mud. The sound came from somewhere behind you, and you turn, and there's a split second before he takes the second shot. What do you do?
I mean, this is some PTSD for me, so I'm hitting the ground.
Yeah, you just like drop. You go
I know
prone.
exactly what this is. Not necessarily who's shooting it, but I know the fact that a fucking bug gun was just a bug round was just shot because it killed me. So I hit the ground immediately.
Sure did. Okay, so you drop down. Yep. Ramus, Broken Promises, Berg. You do anything? Ramus, the vampire head is like.
Yeah, I try to go to cover, and also while I'm running towards cover, try to figure out where it's coming from, where the shot came from.
Yeah, make a perception check.
23.
Okay. Yeah, you look down the path, the way you came, like towards the thing, and in the swamp, he's not naked anymore. He's got kind of like something wrapped around his waist, but you see the former bug fucker, now His Holiness, and he's holding this big ass bug rifle. It's the same one that what's his name had before, and you just see him like chambering another bug. And he's just walking down the road.
He's got a gun. He's right there. I run towards cover behind a tree.
Yeah. You like rush into the bush. Yep.
Yeah, I'd be doing the same thing.
Okay, so Berg, you're gonna run for cover too. Okay.
I mean, I want to be in motion regardless. Like if he's shooting.
Yeah. There's bushes and stuff
for him.
around you. Yep. Broken Promises. What are you doing? You're sitting up on the fence.
Yeah, I was wondering if I could summon a hound to go get him.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, that's what I'll do then. I will use 3 sorcery points, and I will summon the Hound of Ill Omen.
Okay. And where do you summon it?
It's up to 120 feet. I don't know how far away Bugfucker is.
Okay, yeah, you can summon it like right in front of him. Sure.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna summon it right on his ass.
Get summoned. Completely gone.
Okay.
And then I'm
so
going
you
to
conjure
run to
a shadow
behind a tree
wolf.
or cover or something.
Okay. Then you run for cover. Okay. He is in the middle of like firing the second shot as the wolf is appearing. But it's not at like any of you. It's not at Maharib. He shoots Spoons next. Because Spoons turns and sees his sister and he like wipes blood off his face and he's like, what the? And then bang, he takes one in the forehead. Back of his head just bursts open. He falls over too in the swamp. And we see, and I think this is probably the last shot before everything goes to shit at the beginning of the next episode. So we see that this, yeah, exactly.
That's
so the
what
two
I
of them
thought,
are lying there, and we see a shot from above of the spiral. And as the camera slowly pulls up, we see the blood filling the track of the spiral and slowly like spiraling out. And everything begins to like rumble gently. You just hear like as it starts to rumble, and we just see Bugfucker's like twisted grin, like, hell yeah, I did it. And then we fade to credits.
Right there, the door is was right there.
We're close. We're close. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's do some shout outs. We'll get some XP. We'll talk about it in the post show. I think one more episode maybe, and we're back. Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how long it takes to traverse the vein, right? Because the vein is like a thing. So.
Yeah, totally. We'll see how it
Yeah,
goes.
dude.
Yeah. Zeke, you want to start us off with some shout outs?
Nope, I don't.
Okay. All right. Let's go back to Max. Go
All
ahead
right.
and start us off.
It's a whole big boy. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I am GassyMexican here on the Twitch and everything else here on the internet. If you're interested in me at all and want to check out my stuff, go ahead and follow that. Thanks for watching the show. God, we're so close. We're just so close to the goddamn leaving the void. It's been really, really cool. I hope you guys are as excited as we are to get back. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be streaming after this. If you guys are interested in checking that out, go for it as well. If not, I'll see you guys the next time we do the show. And of course, thanks to the rest of the kind of.
Yeah, sure.
Man.
I don't usually, like I said, I don't usually thank everybody because I always stumble, not because I don't know your names, but because I panic about saying everyone's name.
Say everyone's
Well, 'cause it's
name.
the only
Max.
time.
Go.
Adam, Max, Dan, Zeke, we did it. JP.
JP.
Dan, do some shout outs here, please. End this fucking show.
Hi, I'm DansGaming. Friday streamer on Twitch, currently playing Fire Emblem. Super excited to get to the next episode because we've been working on getting out of the void for so long, and looks like we're finally getting close to doing that. Another awesome episode too. It was really fun. Lots of mysteries to solve, and whatever that happened to Little Action was super fun to deal with. And I can't wait to see to do the next episode in about 2 weeks.
It will be some time, without a doubt. Zeke, feeling shout outs? Are you
Yo.
into it? You want to do it?
Yeah,
now?
I'm into it now.
Okay, you're into
I'm
it.
ready.
Good. Do some
I'm
shout
ready.
outs.
I'll be the closer.
Okay.
I'll be the headliner. All right, what's up, everybody? Thank you guys for watching.
I guess I don't get to do shout outs then, Zeke? Is that
Not
how
today.
it works? You're just going to close
No,
the
no,
show
no,
and that's it?
You're the after
He's
after
the
credit
encore.
scene.
Yeah, he's
I'm the
encore.
fucone janitor sweeping up the stage after everybody's gone.
No, everyone
Good.
stays for the
Perfect.
after credits scene. It's
My name is Ezekiel the Third. This is my time on stage.
4.
You can find me at or / Ezekiel_III. I want to give a big shout out and thank you to Adam, JP, and Dan for being wonderful every week. And I will be I'll doing drop frames for all as usual, and then Nocturne. If you guys like tabletop role playing games, try out Nocturne. It's an hour after drop frames gets over. It's on twitch.tv/table story, all one word, table story, just like it sounds. And it's more supernatural, like thriller set in modern day stuff with timey-wimey spirits and demons and shit like that. So it's a lot of fun. I'm having a great time doing that one. But if you want to see me play video games, I'll be on at noon Pacific on Thursday playing insert video game here. That's all I got. Thank you.
Nice. I look forward to insert video game here. For our encore post-credits scene, Adam, go ahead.
I'm Scruffy, the janitor. So, hi, hello. Yes, it's true. I'm a person. I got my own shoutouts and everything. My name is Adam Coble. I'm the Dungeon Master. Somebody in chat earlier today asked a question that I love to see where they were like, is this like a pre-generated adventure or, and I was like, no, honey, all of this weird shit is just, it's on me. I made up all of this strange crap. Thank you for watching. And thank you to Zeke, Dan, Max, and JP for playing this role-playing game with me week in and week out. You can normally find me on Twitter at Skinnyghost or twitch.tv/Adam Coble. But I'm going to be at Gen Con starting tomorrow bright and early. I'm driving out to Seattle tonight and I'm flying out there tomorrow. So if you're at Gen Con, God help you, but come and find me and say hi. Swing by the Burning Wheel booth or attend one of my many exciting panels. I'm going to be doing some stuff on their streaming stage. All of that is on my schedule over on my Twitch page. So go and check that out. I'm going to give these nerds some experience points now, and then that'll be the episode.
Cool.
You know that I
Let's do
actually get so worried about screwing up names whenever I do decide to do them that I've written down each of your names before in a word pad so I can read them.
Really?
It's not because I don't know.
Are you that forgetful, or
No, it's
is there
just-
is that a
I-
weird anxiety tick?
It's a weird anxiety thing. I don't know
Oh.
why. It's just specifically that too. It's not like I'm like afraid of casting or it's just I feel like
That
people
just
are gonna
means
be
you're a
upset
really nice
that I
person because
fuck
you're
up their
afraid of
name.
hurting
Yeah.
someone's feelings.
You
That's
just
all
don't want to
is,
get it
yeah.
wrong. Yeah. Well, it's hard too because the screen, the shout out screen, is the only screen that we can't just look at and be
Doesn't
like,
have any of
"See,
them.
can."
Exactly.
I
Yeah,
do
exactly.
cheat.
That's why.
You're alone.
Yeah, I get to cheat because I see
Yeah.
I see 4 different versions of you guys right now. Both 4
Yeah, right.
single cams, display here and a display there and a display there. So yeah, I get to cheat.
All right, let's get
Anyways.
this XP train going. So, Ramus, you worked on finding the aorta claim, you reached Bugfucker's farm, and you escaped the necropolis. So, working on 1, which is 50 times your level, and then 2 more finished ones, which is another 4,400. So let me do that math here. So you're level 13. I think this works.
So you're level 13.
So you get, let's see here,
500 plus 650.
650 plus another, let's see. Okay, you get 5,050. 5050.
Jeez.
Okay.
Which also means the police are coming. Okay. So
5050.
you'll need 2 more goals, Ramus. And then Broken Promises. You got everybody out of the city safely. Now you're level 12, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So that's, let's see. And then you reached the farm. And then you worked on traversing the vein. So that's almost as much. That's 600 plus another. So 4,600 for you.
Okay,
4600. You're going to need 2 more new goals. And then Berg, you left the city. You attempted to traverse the vein and you attempted to escape the void. So you get 650 plus another 2,200. 3,500. 3,500 for Berg.
Nice. I think.
And you'll need 1 more goal. And then
Well, that is not
Maharib worked on escaping the void, worked on honoring the oath, and you convinced Bugfucker to let you stick around. So that's 200 plus another 650.
You're getting so
650.
close to level.
3,500 for Maharib.
Cool. All right.
3,500. Okay, so Ramus, do you know what your 2 new goals you want to be?
Yes. Traverse the vein and then reach our home world again.
Yeah, traverse the vein. Basically, everybody's like honing in on those same 3 goals, right? Traverse
Yep.
the vein, escape the void. Let's just get the living fuck out of here. All right, Broken Promises. I have traverse the vein as one of yours. What do you want your other 2 to be?
Let me see here. Fuck, man. I feel like Inigo Montoya. It's like I've been in the revenge business so long. I don't know what to do with my life. You know.
Mhm.
What if it was acquire a new name? that a-
yeah,
is
it would.
that a
There would have to be.
goal,
You'd
or-
have to do.
You have
You'd
to
have
work
to
on
do
it, yeah, I feel
something.
like.
You'd have to
Right.
have somebody give it to you, because otherwise you'd just be like, "This is my name. My name's Franklin now."
Okay.
I mean, that could be the end of Honor the Oath. Like, I can change my goal to. I gave a mirror.
What?
and
Okay.
then-
You keep. What exactly is the oath?
It's just another way of phrasing "get you out of here."
Yeah,
because that was the deal. You promised to
Yeah.
help them get out, and they promised to help you survive. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
it's just another way of phrasing escape the void or whatever, right?
So traverse the vein and honor the oath is the same thing to me.
Well, traversing the vein is one thing. Honoring the oath is like a way of traversing the vein. So like if you wanted to not honor the oath, you would ditch them in the vein. You could just be like, "See you later, fuckers," and then take off on your own, right? Maharib can't do that because the goal is what we all agreed to. We're gonna just keep everybody together, and we're all gonna get out safely.
You're right.
So okay.
Flavoring that.
Shit, man. I didn't even think about coming up. I forgot we do these. At
I
the
know,
end of
right?
the
Because
show
we
now.
shifted them to the end. So
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what Broken Promises really wants. She wants to get to the other side. She wants to start a new life on the other side. God damn, dude.
I have one that you
What
might
other
be able to
like-
like copy if you want.
do you want me?
What's
Do you want
that?
me to come back to you, Zeke?
Yeah, please. What was the one you were gonna? What was,
Well,
what were you saying?
my new goal is going to be find out what happened in the void sphere, like figure out exactly what happened. I don't know if you were like privy to everything that happened, which I don't think you were, because you were also outside the void sphere as well when we were in the underbelly of the city. We don't know exactly what happened. It's between Ramus and Maharib.
True.
And Berg is very much interested in what happened because he,
So you
Looking
want to
at
say
all
like learn what happened at the edge of the void?
Mhm.
Nice. That is a very difficult goal for Berg. I like it. Okay, cool.
it's the only kind I know, Adam.
I keep saying, man, you've been working on Escape the Void for a very long time. Everybody's, like I said, it'll be the end of an arc. Everybody's gonna definitely level. Maharib, if they don't level before that, I have you Escape the Void, Honor the Oath. What do you want your third one to be?
Third one would be.
Oh, and remember, let me remind you, and this is a reminder for anyone with a magic item in the game. Magic items in Court of Swords are not just static, like they have one power and they stay that way forever. Like above a certain point, if they're not like a potion or like a ring or a scroll, they can be made better. You can like unlock other powers and stuff. So that is a thing, Maharib. Like the axe can be, and same with like Berg, the Hammer of Heaven can get better with time. So
Yeah. I already, since I already have Escape the Void and Honor the Oath, I can't do Traverse the Vein, right? Those three are way too similar.
yeah.
Then let's do explore the powers of the weapon.
Yeah, okay.
I'll think of something more cool, a cooler way to say that.
Yeah,
but
okay. Explore the power of the Wicked Edge. Okay, cool. Done and done. Okay, so Broken Promises.
So-
What do you think for your other two?
Would there be like, because I want to stick with this name thing. If I were to say, like, earn a name from someone in the group,
Yeah.
okay, can I just leave it like that and
No, you
let
gotta pick
them
somebody.
decide? Oh, I got to pick some. Okay.
Yeah. 'Cause it's
Um,
like who do you trust to name you? Who do you think will be able to do that?
Your name is Schmerg.
Sheberg.
Sheberg, yeah, sure.
Sheberg,
Berg.
a fitting name.
No, I think Ramus.
It means beautiful.
Earn a new name from Ramus. How's that?
Okay.
Now this is a interesting goal, because can Ramus just pick a name that you don't have to agree to, and it's your name?
Yeah, I mean, it depends, right? Like you have to earn it, so it can't just be get a new name from Ramus. Like if you go to Ramus and you're like, give me a new name, Ramus is like, okay, your name is Schmerg. You won't have earned it, and you won't get the goal, and the goal will be irrelevant now, right? You have to do something to earn it.
It's adjacent to like prove myself to Ramus.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, that's probably what you're going for, right? Like, you'd probably talk to Ramus about it and be like, "Listen, I'm here. I need a new name, but I want acceptance, et cetera, like that." So when you think I need, that kind of thing.
Because I no longer want to be that person from the void. I want to be one of you.
Right.
I want to be. I want to be.
I'll-
I
You don't
want
want
to
to be Jenny
be
from the block
where
anymore.
the people are.
I want to
That makes
rephrase.
sense.
I want to rephrase the
Go ahead,
question
Ed.
though. What I'm saying is, does Ramus have the end all be all decision of what your new name is, or is it something that you have to agree to?
That's fair.
My
It's-
thought
I
on
leave-
the,
I'm
my
leaving it
thought
up to
on the
Raymond.
matter. My thought on the matter would be that Zeke and Dan would have a conversation about it, and then Ramus would come up with the name and give it to Broken Promises, right? Because obviously, like, it's a lot of pressure on Dan to be like, name my character for me forever.
Right.
So like the
No,
two
that's
of
what
them
I'm
can
asking,
have this
yeah.
conversation. Yeah, that's how I assume it would work. But
Okay.
I have
Ramus
ideas.
should, like,
I feel like
your
Ramus'
name is
story.
Ramus is the
Horny
best.
Bitch. You got horns. Works.
Ramus is first name, last name, best.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ramus
Eternal
Has is your
worshiper
first
at
name,
the feet
and
of
a
the
huge
great
cock is
Ramus
your last
Krill.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It makes sense too for your character, I think, as Broken Promises, that your name would mean something and not just be like, give me a name.
Well, it's true. That's how it
meaningless.
works in the void, right? And it's also an act of like trust to be like, do you understand like how names work for us and like that kind of stuff.
If
Yeah.
he's broken.
Someone in chat just goes, name this guy Coyote Vagina.
Yes. That was actually,
What is
I'm
that
actually Coyote Vagina the third. Coyote Vagina the second was my father. His father was the original Sea Vag. We
That's
come from a long
specifically-
line of people named after
If he's going to
weird.
polymorph into a coyote, that's where it starts. So
It's
it's
the
very
most
appropriate.
random-
on that one.
Why are you
This is
named
my
that?
mother, Shark Pussy. So,
Why are you named that?
Broken
Because
Promise.
Mary was taken.
Broken Promises. What do you listen? Listen,
Aaron,
show.
My
want your
third
third
goal,
goal to be?
I want it to be something
we
to
got,
do with the learn who or learn the motivations of the great green serpent. Is that something I can do?
It's not a serpent.
Or something?
Not a serpent.
Or great,
It's a worm.
great green worm. Excuse me.
Yeah, worm with an O.
GGW. That's what they call
Yes.
it.
Yeah. Totally.
Okay.
So learn the. What do you want? Learn the motivation. Learn what it wants.
Yep. Of the great green worm.
All right.
Cool. All right. That's it. We're out of here. As someone said, it might have been Zeke or Dan. Next week, we're gone. Me and Dan are going to be in London town on next Tuesday. And then I think we're both flying back. I get back super late next Tuesday, so I can't do the show. But happy to reschedule, so I'll let you guys know whenever I get back, and we'll try to figure something out. So we'll go from there. So hopefully we'll see you guys in a shorter amount of time than 3 weeks, but we don't know yet. So we'll let you guys know, the audience know, whenever we do schedule something. For now, though, we're going to go record that post show over at patreon.com/roleplay. If you want to watch that, it'll be up in just a little bit. If not, we'll see you guys on the next episode. We're out of here. Have a good one. Bye-bye.